All right, lesson 93, forms of comparison for adverbs. So, um, many adverbs have 3 degrees of comparison. You have the positive degree, which is just the simplest, the way you normally use the adverb. So, you might say, um, I ran far today. Far is the simplest form. That's positive. Then you have comparative. So that's positive. Let's just get that up here. Positive. So, positive would be far. Then you have comparative, and comparative is just like it sounds. It's when you're comparing two things. So comparative, this is so positive is simplest form, and comparative compares two. So you would say, today I ran farther than I did yesterday. All right, so you're comparing two. Then superlative is if you're comparing more than two. So compare more than two. So you would say, out of all the days this week, today I ran the farthest, okay? Positive, simplest form. Comparative, comparing just two things. Superlative, more than two things. So that's pretty much the basic idea of the lesson. Now, some adverbs have irregular forms, and you got to watch out for them. They have some here in your lesson. So you say, I am feeling well. All right. Now you would say, today I am feeling not well or more well. You would say, I'm feeling better. And of all the days this week, today I felt the best. All right. So, also ill. Today I'm ill. Yesterday I was worse. Of all the days this week, today I'm the worst, or whatever. Um, so you look at the list and make sure you know the irregular ones. Don't make up. Don't say, I don't know. There's some that you might try to put more or most with, but you just simply, there's an irregular form. So, and they gave you a list of those. Also, make sure you don't make a double comparison by adding or s, or by using more or most. So, one way to do that would be, I'm just trying to think. You might say, you don't want to say that the visitors were coming more sooner. You're not going to do this one very much by making it a double. You're just going to say they come sooner. You're not going to say, Uncle James traveled the most farthest. Yeah, I don't think you're going to have trouble with that one. So we're not going to spend any time on that. What you might, though, is when you're comparing a member of a group with another member individually or with the whole group. In other words, so when you say, Anita has made bread the most often of the two girls, you're going to say the more often of the two girls because it's between the two of them, so it's comparative. All right, make sure you know how many people are involved. If he's one out of the classroom, um, then it's going to be superlative. So um, you don't say Eli ran fast, but Clarence ran fastest. That one you're not going to do. You say faster, right? There's two of them, so you're going to use comparative, not superlative. Um, yeah, I think for the most part those will come pretty naturally. The once in a while there's one that we commonly use that you need to think about. Um, who's all involved? Do not change an adverb to an adjective in writing a comparative or superlative form. So you don't want to say that Arlene did her lettering neater than Sarah did. You want to say Arlene did her lettering more neatly. Judy did her lettering the neatest. You want to say she did it more neatly. And I think you'll often do that right, but just make sure you watch out for that. Don't put an S if in order to maintain its adverb form it should have ly. All right. Let's go. So, okay, basically I'm just trying to think how to explain it that you'll pick that one out. So, the word neat, I did my lesson neat. I did a neat lesson. Neat is an adjective. Neatly is an adverb. So those are the ones. If the positive or the simplest form of the word has ly as an adverb, don't drop the ly when you make them compare. In other words, neatly is the adverb. Neat is an adjective. Neatly, I did my lesson neatly. That's an adverb. When you go to say I did it, you need to keep the ly more neatly than her. Don't drop it and say neater than her. It's kind of hard to explain, but hopefully, if you read that last paragraph in the lesson, hopefully it'll help you figure that out. All right, go to written exercises, letter A. Write the correct form of each adverb in parentheses. All right, so let's do number 1. No doubt Daniel rested peacefully in the lion's den than King Darius did in the palace. All right, we're comparing two people. So you're going to use the comparative and the comparative. So it'd be peacefully, more peacefully, most peacefully. So you're going to say more peacefully. All right. And let's do number 5. He also eats the what of them all. So we don't know exactly, but apparently it's more than just two people if they're saying of them all. So you're going to use the superlative form of greedily. And well, I'll let you figure out what that is. Letter B. Find the mistake in each sentence. Write 1 to 3 words to show how it should be corrected. All right. So let's just go to number 3. Apparently Samuel served as judge more longer than most. Oh, that's an easy one. So you don't double it up. You don't say more longer. It's just longer. Judged. You should add the judge in here so that we know that you skipped the more. I guess if you just write longer, it's kind of hard to tell that you actually did anything. All right, let's go down to 7. Brother Lemuel's arrived the most earliest of our guests. I'm not sure how to keep picking up the same kind here, but there again, it's a double. He just came the earliest, so the earliest. You already put the est on. You don't need to add most. Oh, let's go down to number 12. Which of the 2 boys did his work best? All right, we're comparing what, 2 boys? So it has to be comparative. Best would be superlative. It's good, better, best. So you want to say who did it better, not best, because there's only 2 of them. All right. Make sure that if there's only 2, it's comparative. If it's more than 2, that's when you get into superlative. Letter C, 3 sentences illustrate the 3 degrees. Well, I had given you the examples up here. So I threw the ball far. John can throw the ball farther than me. Of all the boys in our room, John can throw the ball the farthest. All right. You get the idea. In the review exercises, you're going to be doing some capitalization. Make sure you turn the page. And they also want you to find some mistakes in the use of italics. Tell you what, I think on your lesson I told you to do the odds on lesson 93, so Um, well, very good. I guess I gave you quite a few answers then in this video. I was thinking you were doing the whole lesson, but I guess you aren't. So you just got some free answers. If you have any other questions, just feel free to ask.